What is originality? What does it mean for something to actually be original? Now, if you create your own story about a frog jumping through the woods, is that really original? I mean, most people would probably say yes. Most people would say that since it came from your own imagination, it makes sense that it's original. However, where did you get the idea of a frog jumping through the forest? You know that frogs exist. That's why your character in the story is a frog. If frogs never existed, then you wouldn't have made a story about a frog. My point with all this is that everything we come up with is based on the world around us. You can try to make the most original story ever to be created. It wouldn't be based on anything from the world around you. But when you do that, it just ends up being nonsense. Nobody will be able to understand it. There wouldn't be a single aspect of the story that fits in the real world. Thus, anyone living in the real world wouldn't be able to understand it. Now, let me bring this question around to AI. Can AI make original things? Can it be original to any capacity, to any extent? Most people would just say no. Most people say that it steals art and copies it. Now, I'm not disagreeing with that. However, since AI is stuck on the internet, how else is it going to experience the world? How else is it going to learn? So if AI simply copies stuff from the world around it to create its own things, and we don't consider that original, then by that logic, we shouldn't be able to consider the story about the frog original either. With the story about the frog, all the details were taken from the world to create a fictitious situation. Isn't that what AI has been doing? It's been taking books and images and videos and recreating them in ways that haven't been done before. When you talk to AI, unless you ask it something really generic, it will always respond with an original text that isn't anywhere else on the internet. But here comes the problem. AI may be able to create some text that's technically original. It technically hasn't been said anywhere else in the world, but the text is probably just saying the same thing that's been said a million times before, both by AI and regular people. So, if we think about it that way, then AI isn't original. But then what about people? Are we still original? I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I'm very curious what y'all think about this, because it's pretty cool, but I don't know. If we can't consider what AI makes original, then how can we consider the story of the frog original? It's the same thing. One made by a human, one made by AI, but both creating fictitious situations based on the world around us. I don't know. Curious what you guys think about this. Alright, bye!